What good, everybody, man? It's your boy LT, and we back with a whole nother video, bro. We got Larry Bird's insane promises, the most disrespectful promise ever. Now, Larry Bird is very disrespectful, but he does it in such a kind way. Come on with me. Follow me over here. Let me get you one. I'm going to go right back there. I'm going to hit this one, bro. I'm going to play left-handed the whole game. I'm disrespectful, but I'm going to let you know what's going on. Because I don't want to be that mean to you. I like you. I just don't enjoy your company. Yes, sir. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out, man. You know, I call that man Mr. Nail in the Coffin because if the game is on the line, he going to put the nail in the coffin almost every time, bro. This man is one of the greatest closers to ever play the game. Then I want to say that again for them dudes in the back and the dudes over there in the left. Larry Bird is one of the greatest closers to ever play the game. This man has put so much on closing, I don't even think it should be called closing no more. This man, it should just be called like the Bird. Yeah, I like that. He the best Bird to ever do it. You feel what I'm saying? Because Larry Bird played the game great during the game. But like he said, the last minute, you get to separate the men from the boys. Because a man is going to take the shots to take the win, and the boys aren't. So, man, we're going to go ahead and check this video out, man. If this is something you guys enjoy, man, make sure y'all leave a like down below. Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And leave me some comments. Do you feel like Larry Bird is the greatest closer of all time? These are the questions that I asked. But let's get into this video and see what's going on, man.
I want to make sure that my second favorite player of all time doesn't get forgotten.
Yes,
now,
sir.
with Michael Jordan being my number one.
Low-key, hands down, favorite player. And this sound, y'all going to be mad. I'm going to be real with y'all. My favorite player of all time, it's not the GOAT. Favorite player of all time is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose came in the game when I was very young. I was like 8, 9. So it was when I really started watching the game. I loved the way Derrick Rose played. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, those are the GOATs. Those are the GOATs. Those are the men. Those are the men that pay. That I'm gonna always pay homage to. Magic Johnson, Kareem, I'm thinking of somebody else. Who else is right there? It's right on the tip of my tongue. You got I was about to say Pistol Pete. I was about to say Pistol Maravich. I don't know why I was that. But you get what I'm saying. Pistol Pete. These are the guys that came before that just put the game in a different aspect, bro. Kobe Bryant, you know, Shaq. You got to think of, I said Kareem already. Skyhook. You got to think about the walk, the flight, the all of. You got to think about the Doc, the Holiday, the whole 9. You feel what I'm saying? We got old school players who came in and changed the game. But my favorite player all time will always be Derrick Rose. I wanted to be Derrick Rose when I was a kid. I'm not going to front and say I didn't, bro. I wanted to be Derrick Rose. The way he flew was just, it gives me chills to this day. And I mean, his career was cut short, bro. That's just the honesty of it. His career was cut very short. I would say we got maybe 3 of the best years we ever could have got out of Derrick Rose, and then his knees gave out. I mean, his leg gave out. Then knee gave out. Then ankle gave out. And it's just like he could never get back to it. Is he a great shooter now? Yes. He's one of the greatest shooters to like rehab and come back. But we missed so much because of those injuries. But we're going to go ahead and finish the video.
Larry Bird being my number 2. So in this video, I want to cover a Larry Bird story, or let's say my favorite insane Larry Bird story. But before we start with this video, a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thanks a lot, you guys, for supporting the show. It's really appreciated. And I would say, let's dig right into it. In the mid-1980s, you had some of the most iconic players in NBA history, if it was a Magic Johnson, a Dr. J, or a Michael Jordan. But even until today, everybody wants to know more about Larry Bird.
Yes.
The guy that can't jump, was super slow, but some way somehow was still able to give you 30 points a night. It's kind of funny. In the last couple of months, I spoke to many NBA legends of that era, and they all basically said the same thing. Slow and can't jump? I gotta be talking about somebody else but Larry Bird. Now, since the game today is a completely different game in comparison to the 80s and 90s, players like Larry Bird are mysterious. Hearing all those crazy trash talk stories and then seeing that this guy was actually able to back it up, it's just crazy. I mean, the things that Larry used to do are so bold and funny, and just to think that Larry used to trash talk the biggest names in the games is just incredible. For example, when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird became friends and the Lakers and the Celtics were playing against each other, there was that one game where Magic had to sit out and watch the game from the bench. And what did Larry Bird do? He walks to Magic and says, "Man, I'm sorry you're not playing, but I'm gonna tell you what, since you're already here, I'm gonna put on a show for you." And what can you say? Larry kept his promise and had a great night, and after every bucket, he looked over to Magic. Or who can forget the game of the Boston Celtics versus the Atlanta Hawks, which to me is the second best Larry Bird trash talk story.
But when you played against somebody, do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. Yeah, that was a tough night. Yeah. But when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and you know, Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line, and he literally says, left side across the three, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled. He hit the shot. They're not going to count it. And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole.
Well, it's kind of hard to top a story like that, and I can definitely understand that this is one of the favorite stories of many Larry Bird fans. But to me, I got a different one. In the playoffs of the 1985 season, the Boston Celtics again would face the Los Angeles Lakers in the finals. The Lakers, with the help of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson, defeated the Celtics 4-2 to defeat the Celtics for the first time in Lakers finals history. Boston could not believe it, since they felt they had the better team. For the 1985-86 season, the Celtics made some major changes to their roster and would have one of the best passing teams of all time.
Well, it makes it easy. Anytime you can work out of the post and you can go and set flare screens and down screens for other players and keep the ball moving. It keeps the defense off balance and it makes them work hard on the defensive end.
Has 18 points. Oh, what a nice pass by Walton to Bird.
Now we feel that.
You know, I really don't think Larry Bird is fast. I think he has a quick first step, though. Because that quick first step, look at him just when he comes off that bend right there. Like, watch how he comes off this. It's slow, boom. It's like a quick first step, and then everything slows down. But his first step is very quick.
Oh, what a nice pass by Walton to Bird.
I would feel like Larry and Bill was probably two of the best passing big men in the history of basketball.
That Celtics team was so good that many of their games were already decided even before the fourth quarter started. The problem with that was that players with the competitive edge and drive of a Larry Bird sometimes would get bored and mentally check out of the game. One of those nights was the 6th of December in 1985 when the Boston Celtics played against the Portland Trail Blazers. At that time, the Blazers were not yet the powerhouse that they would later become, since Clyde Drexler was still relatively young. That night, Larry Bird had an off night and only shot 34% from the field. What many people of the media overlooked was that Larry still had 11 rebounds and 7 assists, but still the Celtics lost by 18. Both teams would meet again on the 14th of February in 1986 after a long road trip for the Boston Celtics. Larry was reminded by the press and media that he had a bad game against the Blazers. Bill Walton recalls, "Larry told us all, and the media even, tomorrow night's the last night of the trip and I'm going to play the game left-handed." This was crazy, even for Larry Bird. The Blazers obviously also read the newspapers and decided to put the very athletic Jerome Kersey on Bird to make sure that Bird's promise will be an empty one.
Thoughts on tonight's matchup? Another lineup change by the coach. He's installed Jerome Kersey in the starting lineup.
Well, he's put a tiger in the tank. He feels that Jerome Kersey is going to give him some aggressiveness.
That's a big dude right there, man. I can't even break 180, man. He's 220. 6'7", man. That's a big dude. Jesus, that's a big dude. And if Larry about to cook him, I'm just saying, that's a big dude. Y'all gotta get that man his flowers.
Particularly against Larry Bird.
Now it was on. The game started, and Larry Bird did what Larry Bird does.
Lefty, messy.
Larry told all of us and the media, he said, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed.
So when you look at the matchups, you'll see Kiki Vandeweghe handling Scott Wedman. Of course, Sam Bowie will handle Robert Carey. And the assignment for Jerome Kersey is to be able to handle a hot-shooting Larry Bird.
There's Bird.
I'm gonna drop it on this.
Bird against Kersey.
I don't know. Kersey looked like he just letting
Larry Bird over.
That's righty.
Doesn't matter where he is. Jackson. Rebound aid. Well, Bird's still down there.
He dunked left
There's
hand.
nothing you can do about that when a guy.
Coming down to the 3-minute mark. Second quarter. Wedman for Parrish against Bowie. Too far. Bird's there. 47-46. 16 points for Larry Bird. Parrish. Then Johnson and Bird. Tied again.
Bro, Larry got him in the air with that one. Finish, baby. That's all we need. That's all we need.
C-stick for Larry Bird.
Got him in the air. Left-handed.
Bird with the left hand and it stays.
Left hand, right hand, both hands. Danny Ainge. Oh, for Bird.
That sky hook.
95-9.
Low-key, I've been trying to teach my daughter that move, bro. I feel like that move is really still unguardable. The skyhook should be used so much more because it's still one of the most unguardable moves in basketball. It's like people just stopped doing it. And I don't understand why. Because that thing is dominating. I'm teaching my youngest, my middle daughter how to use it because she's a post, so she's a bigger girl. And I'm like, hey, skyhook. You learn how to get that skyhook down, no guard, no center will ever be able to stop you. You put that guard on that post on the inside, you put that up right there, it's too much space. You can't cover all of this. Come on now. I think the skyhook's just amazing.
Bird with 37.
One time, everything has come from the outside, so you really don't take advantage of your advantage.
And they got 3 fouls real quick, penetrated. Bird.
Count it.
Looks good, and he's fouled. Shot clock's at 8.
Spin. Give me that block.
No
I thought Larry
whistle.
blocked it.
Rebound Bird. They're trying to tie. 10 seconds.
Larry
You
up
see
top.
the time. Larry Bird ties it. Blazers want time, they call it. 6 seconds
Blazers.
to win this thing.
The game went into overtime, and Larry Bird now started to use his right hand more often. Up until that point, he already scored more than 20 points with his left hand.
He said 20. He gave them boys 20 with the lefty? With the lefty? He said with the lefty, he gave him more than 20s. I thought he only had like 10, 15 points. He gave him the whole left. Oh.
Johnson for Bird.
Now that is a shot you can't give Bird. You can't give him the wide open.
Tight on Larry Bird away from the ball.
Shot.
Dennis Johnson, 10 seconds the clock. You watch it count
you see
down.
him?
Blazers up by a point.
Now Bird can't beat
That
you
ain't gonna
right
work.
there. You got to keep him under control.
Give me
They
that.
don't.
And the Blazers have timeout.
Y'all see the coach? The coach like, God damn. Look, watch the coach. Watch the coach.
And the Blazers have timeout with 3 seconds remaining. As Bird goes to 47 points.
This shot would also be the game winner. Bird scored 10 out of his 21 field goals against the Portland Trail Blazers with his left hand and finished the game with 47 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists. The Celtics won that game 120-119 in overtime. Bird was later asked why he used his left hand so much, and he answered he wanted to save his right hand for the Lakers.
Bro, y'all not even worth my right, bro. The only people who can get that is the Lakers, bro. Y'all can't even get my best. Y'all can't get none of this, bro. You don't need it. You don't deserve this type of killing. I'm just gonna kill you with the left. You know, this is gonna be sweet and gentle. But if I kill you with this, you're gonna feel it.
It doesn't get any cooler than that. All right,
man.
you guys, that's it for today.
Oh, man, I guess that's the end of this video, man. If y'all guys did enjoy this video, man, make sure y'all leave me a like, subscribe to this channel, and turn your notifications on. And if y'all like more basketball content, make sure y'all check out these 2 videos over here, because we're going to be dropping content like this all summer long, plus 3 seasons after. Peace.